What's going on YouTube? This is Donald Smith, aka Iron Lion 1973. Anyway, we're looking at the Rampage XT here, and just want to give you a little size comparison of the tires here. Researching tires. These are roving excavators. They got the bead lock on them, front and back. Just wanted to show you a comparison on the tires of the stock tire versus these excavators here. Excavators, they're a little bit taller, as you can see, a little bit taller. Looks a little bit taller more on in person than on camera, but look at the size comparison. It's almost double. But these are a better made tire, it looks like, with the bead lock on here. I don't know. I never rode these tires. These tires, I've never ran them. So I'm putting them in now. I do have the 10 millimeter to 24 millimeter adapters. Okay, for these. And look, they've been chewed up a little bit inside. I don't know why, but anyway, I got the 10 to 24. Probably get the 10 to 23s, which go in the MT. You go here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you a little size comparison of these two tires. Both these tires ran great. You know, 5 tanks. I only put these tires to about 5 tanks. And then what happened was, what got me to doing some, thread lock. It was my fault. I didn't thread lock everything. And this bolt right here, not this bolt particularly, but the bolt that was in there, they backed out on both sides at the same time. And these tires went belly up, the whole thing went under, belly up like that. And, excuse me a second. And it forced me to just, I was doing a break-in actually. And after every tank or half a tank, to start up, to shut down, and the vibrated all the screws out. If you ever buy a vehicle, regardless of who's selling it, make sure you lock tight everything in, or make sure. On the bottom of this, under here, what I did was, this connects to plastic. A lot of these bolts under here connect to plastic, and what I did was, I just Loctited. Oh shit, it's heavy. I just Loctited I didn't go all the way to the plastic. I just Loctited the lip to this aluminum here. It's a big ass. I was saying that, nobody like. I like these Redcats, easy to work with. You know what I mean? I've had RC cars. I go back to the Grasshopper. You know what I mean? And anyway, big bore shocks. They seem to be working, pretty decent. They ain't snapping all the way up like I want them to. I did adjust them. Haven't ran this car since these bolts fell out. Got the aluminum A-arms on the bottom, aluminum A-arms on the top, on the front, which I think that they sold me the wrong ones. I think that these aluminum A-arms here are rear A-arms, but what I did was, when I did this roll cage, what did I do with it? This roll cage, I was trying to manipulate it around this gas tank because it doesn't fit to be able to fit down here. But in here, in this slot where it's pointing in here, you have these spacers. But when I was trying to manipulate it, the shit snapped, but it snapped at a good spot. I could JP weld it. You know what I mean? I got JP, or some sort of weld. But it seems to be it broke exactly where I needed to break. And it's holding, I don't need to put a adapter or something to hold this pipe, connected to the the shock tower. It's like holding it right here. We'll see how that works. Got the roll cage. I don't like the single one. Might change it for the double head one down there. But we'll see how that works out. Like I said before, I got these the spacers from this roll cage in the back here. And what I'm going to do is when I got these pins coming in for this A-arm. This is supposed to be a lot closer to fit these pins. If you can see, it doesn't go all the way. I don't know, big ass fingers in the way. If you can see, it doesn't go all the way. You see that? So I got some rear pins coming. I'm going to put them through there. All about modification. I'm going to take these and put them in there. Got like 1 or 2 of these. And then I got some bolts. Got a couple of these bolts. Get 2 of these bolts on each side. I'm going to compensate and then put them in there and see what that does. I've worked on, these cars. This is my first 5th scale. I wish I'd have researched more. I probably would have just saved up and got the losi, but I paid, they say $5.79. I paid $6.16 for this truck, free delivery. And I got about $600 upgrade as far as the parts. A-arms alone, front and back, they hunted. Gear plate hunted. Pipe, carburetor, kill switch, and knuckles, aluminum knuckles, Boca bearings. Shit can run you. It's like $5 a bearing here. So, and it goes on and on. Radio. So, outerwears, both sides. Custom outerwears. It's not a cheap hobby, but tires, adapters. These adapters are about $80. So I still got a lot of work to do on it, and shock towers, front and back shock towers. I didn't want to get everything aluminum because it needs a give point at some new servo, digital servo. Because when this hits, it needs some sort of breaking point, but I'm going to buy the A-arms just to have. I'm going to buy the plate. I'm going to buy everything. I'm going to put a Sonora motor in there. I'm going to do all that, differentials. I didn't even put new gears in there. I have bigger spoke gear, but this one didn't mesh with that one. This is a 35 tooth. Didn't mesh with the one that was in here. And bling it out a little bit. And there's things that I'm probably not mentioning. New battery, stuff like that. But it's a work in progress. Like I said, I don't want to get everything aluminum because you need a breaking point where if it has any type of impact that the plastic gives, aluminum doesn't. So I need it not to bend up. But the main structures, especially the lowers, the shock towers. I'm going to change the body towers here. This one's even bent. Look at that. He sent it to me like that, bent. What good is that? So I'm gonna change all that out. It's supposed to be like that. It's bent. Plate. Upper arm is probably got the single. Somebody sells them. I don't know what they're called. Sorry. These dog bones. I see a lot of the MTs. They don't even have the sway bar. So once this is bent right now, as you can see. But once you line everything up, it takes the pressure off. This is a plastic dog bone too. It's for a sway bar, but the pipe is for MT. I'm gonna get the better pipe, but I just want to just try something new, because this pipe down here, if you see that pipe, that thing hits the back of the truck, and just all the oil and stuff just goes in the truck and blackens the whole back of the truck. Bad design. So I had made 2 holes in the back of my truck, but I covered them right now because I got this in here, but you know, so it can shoot out. And when I did that, it was releasing all of the exhaust, so it was working, but bad design. Anyway, just giving you a little update, and you know, get another cap just to bling it out a little bit. I'm curious to see. It seems sturdy. It seems sturdy. This the way I got it now, and it's, you know, it's cool as far as it's holding this muffler down. And I do have another steering servo. Still got the good servo. Didn't go bad. Just changed it because I needed digital, because, you know, it should get glitchy. Digital's constant flow. This little design here is, this is the gas line, but I put it through a bucket handle. It's just an experiment to see how hot this gets, because why should the gas line, this crank bell down here, it should get hot as hell. And I had touched it with my finger, it burnt the shit out of the tip of my finger. So if it would burn my finger, it's definitely gonna burn to that, you know, hot, cold explosion. It's like almost they setting you up. So we'll see how, and then I'll get like a fireproof line to wrap this and insulate it. So I want to see if this thing, if this paper melts, painter's tape, anything if this melts. I just want to try and do a diagnostic on it. These little buckles came with the arms. But if these work, you know, I mean, I'm straight with it as far as like these pins is concerned. I got these pins coming, like the rare pins. So if these pins, you know, if I get the long ones, they work, fine. You're gonna have to buy new ones eventually anyway, so just not now. Probably get some bling in here. Don't want it to get too heavy either. I didn't take, the only thing, I stripped this truck all the way down, and I didn't dig into the gears, and I kind of regret that. I want to dig into the gears and change this diff oil, maybe 5,000 in the front and 10,000 or 7,000 in the front. I mean, sorry, 5,000 in the back, 10,000 in the front. I did put a new clutch in there, 8,000 RPM clutch. Like I said, I'll probably get another motor and another receiver. Because it's just because, not that this receiver is bad or anything like that, it's just because it only has 4 ports, and I need 5 ports to put that glitch switch in there. So, all right, YouTube, thanks for watching. Donald Smith, Iron Line, signing out. Holla!